day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns versus Jordan Love and the Seattle Seahawks.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Play fake. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line. Number 20.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings
so just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, rolling. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 17-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
quarter. Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Wheaton will return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8.
Love from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook of Odell Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Rolling. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down. Rolling. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun. Love going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving, when there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On play action, Love to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made it.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
4-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, rolling. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On the tackle.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Browns 17. Seahawks nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Love, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Play fake. Here's Love. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 15.
To the air again, Love. A pass underneath for Carson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the... And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. First down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Here we go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first and 10, Mayfield. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Seahawks 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bucks who were able to come in and win one on the road. Phillip Lindsay, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Wheaton will return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Love from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's now second.
Throwing again. Love. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Again, it's Love. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Love now to pass on first down. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our player spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Carson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 56 to Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
56. Mike, 56 right there. Right there. 56. We ain't giving up nothing.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
27.
They'll run on 1st down. Rolling. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rolling. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, rolling. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
54, right there, 54 Mike. All day.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Jake Butt, his tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Escaping the press, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, so what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive, there he hits the reliable target.
And less than a yard.
The The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that,
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Love eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Operating from the gun, Love. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Going back to Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it is incomplete. There again is is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise? Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going. Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay. Yeah, in this case. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards. You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone. Good. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. 27. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jordan Elliott never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Second down pass.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety. I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now.
Check 56. Check pass. Check pass. Jim.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for the Browns, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.